In this video, we are going to continue splitting the middle term as we had learned part 1 in the previous video, right? Over here, we will be dealing with square root terms because splitting the square root terms is considered to be one of the challenging factorization questions. Okay, now it is the case 1 again when we have a equals 1. So I have taken an example x square plus 5 root 3x plus 12. The first step says find the factors of C. It is absolutely similar to what we had done in the previous video also, where we were factorizing the constant term, right? So let's start by doing it. And it gives the factors of 12. We will write all the possible factors for 12. It is 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. Okay. Now the second step says use that pair of factors which has a term originally with root in the expression. Now, root is root 3. So that means we are being asked to select the factors, the group of factors where one of the terms should be 3. So we will select 3 and 4. Okay. Now, we have selected 3 and 4. The next step says break 4 into further factors that can give you 5. That means the factors were 3 and 4. We are being asked to break 4 further. So we will factorize 4. The factors of 4 are 2, 2, 1 and 4, right? But we are being asked to break 4 such that it can give us 5. 2, 2 cannot give us 5. So that means we are supposed to select 1 and 4. Now, let's understand how we are supposed to factorize it. It will become x square plus 1 root 3x plus 4 root 3x plus 12. See, initially we had picked up the factor 3 and 4. 3 got used with root 3. We were just left with 4. Now 4 again broken becomes 1 and 4. Now, so 5 root 3x got split into 1 root 3x and 4 root 3x. The remaining steps remain as it is, where we are going to group the first two terms and the next two terms, and we will start by taking out common factors. So the common factor over here is just x in the first group, which leaves us with x plus root 3. Now 1 root 3 can be written as just root 3. Okay. In the second group, what can we see common? Over here you will have 4 root 3 common, and we are left with x plus root 3. Now, how did I realize that it is 4 root 3 common? Because the second group is obviously supposed to be same as the first group, that was x plus root 3. I'll just show you over here. Besides, divide 12 by 4 root 3. Okay. 12 divided by 4 leaves you with 3. What you get over here is 3 over root 3. Right. Now, if you rationalize, what do you get? You will have 3 root 3 by 3. It gets cancelled, and hence I'm just left with root 3, right? So therefore, now the first factor is x plus root 3, which is the common group, and the second factor becomes the remaining terms, which are x plus 4 root 3, and hence we have got the factors as x plus root 3 and x plus 4 root 3. Let's try to understand through another question over here. Now, x square plus 3 root 3x minus 30. The first step says factorize the constant term. So I'm going to factorize 30. It is 130. It is 2 and 15. 3 and 6. And then it is 3 and 10. And then we have 5 and 6. Right. Now, we are supposed to select that pair of factors which has got the root term, right? So 3. Again, we have to select 3 and 10. Now, we need to break 10 further such that it can give us 3. The factors for 10 is 1 and 10, 2 and 5. And I can see 2 and 5 on subtraction give me 3. So I'm going to select that. Okay. Now, what is going to be the first step? X square plus 5 root 3x minus 2 root 3x minus 30. We will make two groups now. The first group leaves me x as a common factor. I am left with x plus 5 root 3 in the first bracket. Now, I am left with 2 root 3 as a common factor from the second row, minus 2 root 3, because both the terms are negative. So it becomes x plus 5 root 3. And therefore, the factors that I'm getting finally over here are x plus 5 root 3 times with x minus 2 root 3. Okay, let's do the third example. Now, factorizing 24. The first is 1 and 24. Second, 2 and 12. 3 and 8. 4 and 6. Right? Now, again, root 3. So many questions with root 3. So we are selecting 3 and 8. Now we need to break 8 apart such that we get 2. The factors are 1 and 8, 2 and 4. So 2 and 4 upon subtraction gives me 2. So let's do the splitting now. X square plus 4 root 3x minus 2 root 3x minus 24. X common, x plus 4 root 3 minus 2 root 3 x plus 4 root 3. The final step, writing down the final factors, x plus 4 root 3 x minus 2 root 3. Okay. So we have learned 3 examples over here. Let's do one more. Factors of 6. 1, 6, 2, 3. So which one we should be selecting? Having a 3. Now, we need to break 2 further. Okay, I have written 2 in this direction. So, it is just 1 and 2. 2 doesn't have any more factors, right? So, what do we get now? We will have x square plus 2 root 3x plus root 3x plus 6 x out, x plus 2 root 3. And then we have root 3 as a common factor, x plus 2 root 3. And the final answer, x plus root 3 and x plus 2 root 3. Now we are just left with the last one over here, x square plus 7 root 6x plus 60. I want you guys to try factorizing it and leave your answers in the comments below. Bye.